Okay, we're gonna continue playing Hiveswap. Right now we're Zephyros/Zephyros, depending on how I feel like pronouncing his name in the moment. We just left his room, or we just entered this room rather. First, what is this? Okay, guess I'm just slapping shit. Your Zoltan Matsos Bobblenug. God damn it. Your Zoltan Matsos Bobblenug figurine is the jewel of your collection. Awesome. You've taken some pretty good thumps to the nug bone in your day. The pusher is the only player allowed to score, so they're prime targets for the opposing defense. Okay, so if I remember correctly, he said that Rustbloods are usually pushers because it's the most dangerous position and they don't care if Rustbloods die. But if they're the only player allowed to score, I guess it's an important position. So at least there's that. The helmet's so worn out that it's basically worthless except for its sentimental value, which is still pretty low. Get some foosball type deal. Nothing like a little recessed tabletop arena stickball with your best bud. Too bad he's not around right now. Maybe later. Let's do some playing. Nah, recessed tabletop arena stickball isn't very fun by yourself. It's not very much like arena stickball either. Look, it's your Q-Bat, your most prized piece of arena stickball equipment. Better bring this with you. Let's grab it then. You try to pull the Q-Bat free, but it seems like you wedged it in there a little too tight. Whoops. You'll need to find something to help you pry it loose. Great. I'm guessing this is not going to do it. No, the Q-Bat rack is for storing the instruments of your other failed dream. Alright, what about the FLARP manual? No doubt about it, packing one of these bad boys would increase your blunt force offensive rating by a whole 15 points. I have no idea what that means. If only there were something in here about how to get it loose. You can't quite lift a Q-Bat with your oh, that's telekinesis. I thought that I was just slapping shit. Telekinesis does make a lot more sense considering the best pushers can, but you're not one of them. Yeah, telekinesis is pretty common among low bloods if I remember correctly, so it makes sense that telekinesis would be common among pushers. Here I am, memorizing sports lore about a fictional sport. The Thrash Thrust Snow Globes are the best team to ever play the sport of lords, and that is simply all there is to say on the matter. Playing for them is your dream. Was, you guess. Yeah, that's super shitty. Zoltan Matsos was the greatest pusher the Snow Globes ever had. No prowler could catch him, no zapper could blast him, and no matter what Lucius the Wrangler set on him, Matsos would shake him off. I will say that this does sound a lot more entertaining than baseball. That all ended the night the heiress of the era attended the game and the opposing controller made Matsos thrust his bone nook at her. She had him cold right there on the velvet. This wasn't the current heiress, of course. This was a long time ago before you were hatched, of course. Look. Your splay sack, a chair bag filled with soaper slime. Proximity to the slime helps you relax without actually making you fall asleep like your Rakupakun does. Some trolls actually eat soaper slime, which helps them be really stupid. Let's do some chillin'. Sometimes when you're tired, you just kind of chill out here in your splay sack for a few hours instead of going to sleep in your Rakupakun. Sometimes when you do that, you think about your life and the decisions you've made and how much of a choice you ever really had about a lot of things. That doesn't sound very relaxing at all. You try not to dwell on stuff like that, though. What is this thing? They release a new arena stickball game grub like 6 times a sweep, and every time you buy it, like a sucker, and act surprised when nothing's different. It's like, what are they gonna do? Change the rules? Let's play it. Nah, you're pretty busy right now. Only chumps play video games when they have obligations they should be tending to. Fucking rude. Pause right at the height of exciting sports. Okay, if you say so. The crest of the Alternian Pro Arena Stickball League with all 15 balls. In a real game of arena stickball, these are all different sizes and each has its own distinct powers. Okay, so they must have powers like the felt do. I'm guessing the powers correspond with the felt's powers. Okay, look. It's your sports vault. Just a huge heavy vault themed with sports, arena stickball specifically and obviously. It's the only place in the hive you can store food for your Lucis. He's so strong, he could easily break into any other hiding place. It has a special telekinesis-based interface. It tends to wear you out a little, and the combination is pretty hard to remember. Well, I'm guessing we're gonna need that food, so let's give this a try. Am I interacting with this, or is this just happening? I think this is just happening. Cool. Oof, that's a rough one. It can be hard to remember the path when you're already concentrating on your shaky telekinesis. It helps if you have some kind of guide on hand. You've got just the thing, but you don't think it's in this room. Okay, guessing that's not gonna be it. Picking this lock is way above your challenge rating. You should probably put your mind to figuring out another way to open it. Oh. Well, that happened. You dropped some rebellious anti-establishment rhymes about vaults in your Lucis and some other half-formed concepts about the caste system. It's pretty solid, but the vault is having none of it. Okay, I guess I gotta go find something to help open this and to get this out. So, you think you should find something to protect yourself with before descending into the violent unknown of your hive, preferably a weapon you know well. Okay, so we need the Q-Bat, but I guess I missed something to pick it up with. Let's go back in here, see if I missed anything. I don't think I clicked on this. You'll never forget the season your arena stickball team took 3rd place in the Grub League. But just in case you do, this featureless white orb is here to remind you. Thank you, featureless white orb. Oh. You use these to practice your budding powers of telekinesis. You still aren't very good yet, but you sure show these spoons who's boss. It's a bend one. You don't use your hands to bend spoons, you use the power of the imagination, by which you mean your weak, unreliable psychic powers. Yes, thank you. Yes, that's right. Practice makes almost adequate. That's the Burgundy way. Your mind flexes with the pulsing might of your phenomenal telekinetic powers, and you bend a tiny little silver spoon without even using your little grubby fingers. Big tough guy. Better bring this along just in case you run into any bent soup or a Q-Bat that needs to be pried out of the wall. Alright. You wedge the bent spoon in between the hilt and the wall, and yes, you got the Q-Bat. This thing packs a wallop, especially when the tip is chalked and it's carried by you. Awesome. Can we just hit things? Your Q-Bat is way too big for the precise, delicate, intellectual sports maneuvers necessary to solve the sports vault locking mechanism. What about the splay sack? You would, but geez, splay sack guts all over your TV? No thanks. Alright, let's go downstairs. There's a fucking tree in here. You designed your hive around this tree, hoping it would grow along with you and your Lucis. Well, it looks like it did that. Look. If you went out this way, you'd be easy prey for a drone before you could ever make it to Tetrarch Mex. You mean to save Joey, that's what you meant. It's too dangerous to leave this way, thank you. Nice. Your Imperial Edict mandated portrait of the heiress. She rules your planet with a perfectly manicured golden fist. You know it's perfectly manicured because she recently issued an Imperial memorandum about her new nail art. Is that what memo is short for? I just thought memo was a word. I certainly know some things. The drones outside are doing her dirty work. She'll have a shiny top coat of blood after tonight, all of it common-hued, you're sure. She paints her nails with blood? Fucking wild dog. Hey, I can switch over to Joey, I think. Although last time I switched over to someone, I, like, died. So I wonder if that's what'll happen. No. Alright, let's see about these. You subscribe to a wide variety of hip periodicals. Arena Stickball Illustrated, Grubs Diurnally. Those are actually the only titles you know. The rest always incorporate the magazine's name on the cover into some sick graphic design to the point that you can't actually tell what the name is. This one with the graffiti of a muscle beast throwing up is usually about movies, though. Nice. Let's see what's on the TV. Oh, that just changes the channels. She's standing in front of a picture of herself standing in front of a picture of herself. Listen, I might be a little bit obsessed. And static, cool. Okay. As a Rust Blood, you're not permitted to have luxurious circular discs, only the standard hexagons. The oppression. These lounge planks aren't full of soap or slime or anything like that. They're just comfortable horizontal surfaces suited to either sitting or laying prone. Then what are these holes? Are they just for, like, decoration? Also, I don't know if I said this already, but I almost wish I was playing as a high blood so that I wouldn't have to read these alien words out loud. Okay, I guess we'll see what's over here. This is over here. Aw, dang it, your Lucis is sleeping somewhere totally inconvenient again. Come on, wake up. I get to name him? This is way too much pressure. I mean, it probably won't even let me keep the name. You know, in the beginning of Homestuck, you could name John, but it wouldn't let you. Same thing with the rest of the beta kids. Perfect. Wait, did it actually let me do that? Oh no! I didn't think it was actually gonna let me name him. This is going to be a problem. Andrew Hussey is in the way again for a change. Just keeping things interesting, you guess. You'd never take a swing at your Lucis. Not that he'd even feel it if you did. He's very strong. Okay. Who are you kidding? You can barely lift a spoon without passing out. If he's gonna be moved, it's going to have to be him doing the moving. Gotta make him want to, you guess. Yeah, I'm guessing we're gonna need food to do that. What's this? A playbook for the Burgundy Blood pusher position in Arena Stickball. You still have dreams of being a star pusher, and studying these killer plays was going to help take you to the top. But your play on the field never quite lived up to the athletic promise of your fantasies. Also, the closer your rites of maturation get, the more the sobering reality sinks in that you'll never get to play professionally. Life of butlering, here you come, you guess. Interesting. I don't remember the rites of maturation ever being mentioned in Homestuck, so I guess that's some brand new lore for you. I'm assuming that's what's going to help us get food. You pick up the pusher playbook. Now, if a situation arises where you need to remember a particular play, you'll be well equipped to do so. You resolve to keep an eye out for just such a contrivance. Before we go upstairs, let's check out the rest of this room. Look at that, it's nearly escaped from your impending death o'clock. You better not be late. There's a lot of tick marks on that clock. Look. Things are looking pretty dicey out there, but Joey Alien needs your help. Your Lucis is obeying his bestial paternal instincts to protect you from danger by blocking the doorway. Good dad, best sloth. Either that or he just fell asleep there. I'm guessing it's the latter. What is this? Looks like a gumball machine. Oh boy. Your grub slurry agitator is nice for when you just want to throw some unagitated grub slurry into the agitating receptacle and enjoy some glove slurry that's been thoroughly agitated. Well, let's agitate. You don't currently have any unagitated grub slurry that needs agitating in your grub slurry agitator. Whenever you do, though, you'll always know right where to go. Oh my god, there's food in the fridge. This delicious grub sauce, hand sauce from, you're not sure actually. Grubs. You don't ask about grub sauce. That's not what you do with grub sauce. Okay. Ugh, these are still in here. Bile slot really doesn't keep well. With a name like that. Eating an unranged cluck beast ova is a great way to fill your acid tubes with horrifying parasites who probably wouldn't get along with your benevolent parasites or your benign parasites. Sometimes, when you're feeling especially rebellious, you wish all the good toppings weren't reserved for high bloods. Probably a flavor disc then. Grub juice hydration cylinders. Inside these cylindrical containers is grub juice, which can be used for hydration and restoring reserves of psychic power. Probably gonna be useful. You pick up the grub juice hydration cylinders. Nice. Now if you need a quick restorative for your psychic stamina, you'll just have that in your hand instead of not having it like some kind of chump. Leftover from Tetrarch Demek's early Wriggling Day party. He doesn't turn 7 sweeps old for a couple wipes, but you wanted to celebrate him before his rites of maturation. Okay, so I guess 7 sweeps is when a troll is considered mature and starts their career, which is about 14, 15 years old. Alright, anything else in here? What's this? Always useful in case you need to whip up a souffle, which is often, I imagine. You're bad at that, but it's a mandatory part of your future job, so, man, extremely depressing. Your spice rack. It's where you keep your spices. Awesome. All the best chefs cook on very high heat. You are not one of the best chefs, same, which is just as well since your crisp range kind of sucks. Besides, how will you know what to cook if Damek doesn't tell you what he wants? You cook for him? I don't like that. Alright, let's go get some food for the big guy. Andrew Hussey. Stupid. And let's try this. Alright. Seem to be doing better. Alright. Now you can get the sloth treats. What a trial that was. Lucky he has such a slow metabolism. Look. Sloth treats, there you are, yours for the grabbing. Let's grab them. You grab the sloth treats, thank you. You know just what to do with these. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's put them back. After all the work you did to get these out, you're gonna hold on to them for a little while at least. You want some of this stuff? He's very particular about his diet. He only eats sloth treats, and he only eats a lot of them. Okay, fine. You got just the thing to get him moving. Here you go, Andrew Hussey. Man, really regretting that one. You don't really look like a sloth at all. I mean, you got the, like, claw hand thing, but that's about it. You thank Andrew Hussey for moving out of the way. All you had to do was give him exactly what he wanted. It was very courteous of him. Now let's get out of here. Alright. Well, I don't really like that. And also all the music stopped. Can I just go? Your neighbor's hive is pretty choice, you have to admit. You like your hive, but sometimes you wish you'd been a little older than freshly pupated when the carpenter droids demanded you design it. If you had to do it over again, you'd obviously have included more rumpus rooms. Anything else we can click on out here? Oh man, a can of claw gunk would really hit the spot right now. That spot being the dead center of your gastric evacuation gland. Gross. I guess I have to grab this. Looks like this might be some kind of software box. Really don't like that. Oh. Oh boy. Scratchware received. All future messages to and from this device are protected from third-party surveillance. Great. Scratchware, white circle, green background. Something to do with Doc Scratch. As a special one-time offer, all past messages are protected as well. Do you agree that you are already subjected to the terms of service? I'm vaguely unsettled by all this. Cool. Awesome. That's not great. Move! Or not. Well. What is that? Okay, Zephyros is messaging me. Hello? Hey Joey, it's Joey, right? Yeah, that's right, and you're Xerox. Actually, no, I'm Zephyros. Oops. Are you okay? What's going on? I thought we weren't supposed to talk. Yeah, something weird happened though. I think it's safe now. What do you mean? Real quick, do you have a green and white symbol on your chat window now? This thing? Oh hey, yeah, that wasn't there before. Okay, I think we're safe then. To chat anyway. Man, this random software gets downloaded on your tablet and you're like, I think now we're safe. I would say that now you're less safe to be chatting. Okay, good. I still don't quite get what the danger is, but I guess I'm going to need to trust you if I have any hope of getting out of here. Well, some bad news on that front. Are you seriously messaging her from the bottom of a pile of rubble? A missile hit my hive and I'm buried under the debris in my long ring. A missile buried our lawn ring? Well, we should obviously be asking the important questions. Yeah, like the grass that grows around my hive. Okay, and your hive is your house, right? Which would make your lawn ring your yard? Yeah, my hive is the place I live. Or did? Oof. It's right across the street from the next hive, which is where you are. I thought I'd be over there by now, but my limbs are too buried under rocks to move. How are you typing? Sorry, why are you apologizing? You need help way more than I do right now. I don't want to be a bother, but I was about to say something to those effects. Or I was gonna say I'm sorry I can't help you anymore, and we're both stuck waiting to find out if the flames or the drones will reach us first. Nuts to that! Great. I'm gonna save you. Aren't you stuck? I was, but that missile knocked some boxes over that I don't think I could have moved on my own, so in a weird way, it kind of helped. Boxes? Yeah, they were blocking a vent shaft. I'm gonna climb up there and see where it leads. Wow, you're kind of like a real-life action hero? Wow. Oh shucks. I want to help you the way you were gonna help me, and you were putting yourself at a lot more risk than I realized. I repeat, yes. I've been meaning to ask, what the heck does that mean? Oh, you can use letters and numbers to make a little face. Tetrarch Demek told me he likes it when I smile. We have those where I'm from, but I don't know what the X means. Oh, those are my horns. Your horns? Yeah? Like the guy on the screensaver? I think so. That's probably not me though. But those are real? Do you not have horns? I thought they were out of frame. No, I don't have horns, jeez. What a question. Yes, because that's the weirdest thing to be asking about. That's so weird. And cool. You really are an alien. I never thought I'd meet one. Well, today's your lucky day. Or, it really seems to not be that, but you understand what I'm going for here. I think so, yeah. I'll be there as quick as I can, so apply pressure to the wounds and try not to move too much. I don't know how he's gonna apply pressure to the wounds when his limbs are trapped. It's okay. The weight of the rubble crushing my body is pressing down on my wounds and preventing me from moving at all. Man, Xerox, buddy, we've really got to work on your concept of what's okay. Okay, so it is Zephyros on the screensaver. It's interesting that Zephyros didn't think that it would be him. Demek doesn't seem super great, but Zephyros seems to think that Demek has a lower opinion of him than he might. Either that or he's just insecure. Honestly, it's probably that one. A vent shaft was revealed when that missile strike knocked over some boxes. You could probably fit inside if you had to. Yeah, this seems like a great idea. Don't like this. Hey, I made it through the vent shaft. Wow, that's pretty exceptional. Well, gosh, thank you. It was a little creepy and, in retrospect, fairly dangerous. Or shall I say, it was more dangerous than I expected? Well, I would rather you didn't, honestly. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay, but typing quirks are sort of... I've noticed you don't really have one, but, they're kind of a thing that's exclusive to you, you know? Or, I mean, it's okay if they're used occasionally by someone you're close to. No offense, but I don't know you that well, Rat. Ah, I see. Well, I'm sorry. I'll know better from now on. Joey with the cultural sensitivity. No, I'm probably being weird about it. I'm sorry. You had no way of knowing. Zephyros, it's okay to tell people when they do something that bothers you. Better to express how you feel than to sit on it forever while the other person has no idea. What kind of foundation for a friendship would that be? Well. Oh. Yeah, you're right. By the way, how much rubble are you covered in exactly? I'm not really sure how I'm going to get you out of there. Oh no, that won't be too hard if you can find my hover pad. It's around there somewhere. I use it to move my Lucis around, but Tetrarch Demek borrowed it. To move some guns, I think, or maybe his drums. Oh, bad timing. Well, I mean, that was a couple sweeps ago, so I guess it's pretty much his now. You know what they say, your hive is my hive. Actually, that's mostly what the Tetrarch says as he's taking my stuff. Okay, that's nice, but where is this hover pad exactly? Joey's like, please shut the hell up. Alright, sorry. It's fine, I just don't want you to bleed to death or whatever while we're typing. I think it's probably still in the Tetrarch's loft above his respite block. Do you know where you are now? Not really, but there's a ton of guns, it's filthy in here, it's kind of dark and creepy. It is pretty filthy. I don't want to make you anxious, but that describes every block in the Tetrarch's hive. Roast them? Great. I'll message you when I've made some more progress, I suppose. Okay, yeah. I think I'm about to pass out from blood loss, so I'm gonna chill out here for a little while. Hang in there, I'll find that hover pad soon. Okay, let's take a look around. The beautiful deer cat looks like the deer cat, but are they common here or something? I don't know. What's this? This looks like some kind of safe, you guess? Hard to be sure given your current surroundings, but it seems to fit the usual profile. Let's open it up. Demek seems pretty paranoid. Even if you could crack this safe, it probably wouldn't be safe to do so. Haha. Hey, you can see the portal from here, right through this giant hole you made when you inadvertently laser beamed yourself into Demek's home. You hope you're not responsible for any of this damage. I think that you are responsible in the most basic definition of the word. This big messy pile of weapons and percussion instruments is really hampering your ability to use these stairs. Sheesh. Well, I know just what to do. Haha, this pile looks a little more volatile than the cardboard box variety you're used to. You think maybe you should look for another way to move it. Like one that isn't you standing next to a pile of probably loaded guns and stomping your feet a lot? Well, don't gotta be lame, Joey. Looks like we got the drones flying around outside. It's fun. This desk is in pretty lousy shape on account of the guns piled on top of it. If you need to get any last minute paperwork done, look elsewhere. Looks like some kind of big weird book. It's my big weird book now. You pick up the, let's see, looks like this is the big book of beasts. You flip through, glimpsing tons of monsters at various levels of weird, cute, scary, and spectacular. You can use this to learn about the alien life on this weird alien planet. Neat. Oh cool, some more guns, thrilling. Well, let's just give it the old college try. No. Okay. You see the medium book of beasts, the small book of beasts, and several beasts collected in random order in a book. Movie posters, maybe? These movies kind of look like not your thing, really. No judgment. You just don't want these posters at all. Got a anarchist sign. Sort of cocoon. Well, alright. Best case scenario, this grotesque sack of goo is some sort of alien bathtub that someone forgot to drain. Worst case scenario, it's an extremely poisonous toilet. Steer clear. You aren't going anywhere near Demek's clogged toilet, or whatever this is. Maybe it's the egg he hatched out of? It's gross is what it is. I mean, you are kind of close to it. Pretty solid looking door. Hopefully there's a way to open it. You're feeling a little boxed in. There isn't a handle. It must be opened some other way. This thing? Huh, the handprint is probably how the door is open. Or maybe it just means that the room on the other side is room 4 or room hand. Or maybe that's the obvious local sign for lethal monsters. Do not enter. Either way, this thing doesn't seem to be powered. How about some batteries then? You drop a couple E-cell batteries onto the panel. Nothing happens. You guess the technology is incompatible. Man, why don't I even have these batteries? Maybe it was this glowing cube thing that I picked up. Does seem to be the glowing cube thing. Awesome. Jeez. Cool. Hey. Hi Joey, how's it going? I thought you were passed out. Not great. I accidentally put everything in lockdown. Why do you have lockdown in quotes? Or maybe it was in lockdown before and I somehow got past one door? That's probably it. The Tetrarch has extremely high security. What's the deal? Is he really paranoid, or is your planet really dangerous? It must be, if everyone's house is full of guns. Actually, my hive is pretty different. A lot cleaner for one thing. And it has a tree growing in it for my Lucis. Man, I really like Zephyros. And there's no guns. That sounds really nice. What does he need so many guns for anyway? Well, I guess it's okay to tell you since you're another Rustblood, but don't tell anyone else. It's a major secret. I don't know a single other person on your entire planet. Alright. Okay, but yeah, so we're rebelling. Okay. It's okay, you can take a minute. I know it's a lot to process. Man, Joey just has no idea what's going on. Rebelling against what? The man? No, the heiress is a girl. Oh, right, you're an alien, okay. Some context. The heiress is a murdering tyrant who holds our whole planet in her wicked finny fist. Finny? Yeah, she's a sea dweller, in a fuchsia blood. One of only 2. The other one, well, she's really far away all the time, leading the conquests of other galaxies or whatever. Yeah, the Condis. Which is lucky for us, because she's incredibly powerful. Not so lucky for the people in the other galaxies, though. Huh? Oh yeah, that's true. But anyway, the heiress is enough to deal with. The other Highbloods follow her, and of course she has her drone army, of course. Well, of course, ain't that always just the way? Yeah. I was kidding. I don't know what Highbloods or drone armies or anything are. I hate to be all, hi, I'm new here on your planet. Can you gradually bring me up to speed on literally everything? Watch in amazement as I stun you with my penetrating cluelessness. Feast your eyes on my badly executed jokes. He seems to think it's funny. You're pretty upbeat about all this. I think if I was suddenly shot across the galaxy or whatever, I'd be flipping out. Well, I mean, you're stuck under a pile of rubble and you seem to be pretty calm. Oh Jesus. Okay, this is getting creepy. Joey's gotta stop listening to what I'm saying. Aren't you currently bleeding out under a ton of rocks? Haha, I guess so. It's kind of annoying to have no idea what's going on. Okay, well the drones are the things flying around outside. They'll take us into custody if they see us, assuming they don't kill us outright by firing missiles into our bodies until we're dead. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, a lot of this can wait until we get you to safety. I'm going to find your hover pad now. Talk to you soon. Okay, I think I'm actually going to stop here before we go find the hover pad. But yeah, until next time.